make you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are.
Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. And today's video, I have got to clean out my pantry. My pantry is a mess, and I've already went and got groceries, so it's extra messy. So anyway, this is going to be a realistic organization and decluttering of my pantry and the kitchen. So let's get started.
With every heartbeat, you're coming closer, coming closer. Every old leaf is turning over, turning over. Every season, a reminder that you're never gonna leave me, no matter where
I started by taking things out, and I was thinking when I first started that I would do one shelf at a time. But then when I got into the shelf being such a wreck, I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm going to have to go through everything all at once and then put it all back. And I ended up putting it back in a different place in some cases. So I'm glad that I did it that way. Now, the last time I did this, I popped up one of my tables in the kitchen, and that was a better fit for me. I should have done that this time, because of course this stuff was hanging out on my counters for a few days, because our house has been like Grand Central Station around here. Not only have I been working on my front yard at the same time I was doing this, because it started sprinkling, so I had to come in and things like that. So I just went ahead and started on this video. But also we had a brand new toilet put in our bathroom. So I had plumbers coming in, and then we had electricians coming in, checking some things, and it has just been like Grand Central Station. So needless to say, it was pretty crazy having all this laying out. I think it would have been a lot better if it just been on one table. And my table is not big enough, so I usually just pop up one of my big tables in the middle of the kitchen. Anyway, now I'm just decluttering and thinking I'm going to put all this back one shelf at a time, and then I discovered, no, I can't do that. So I figured it out pretty early on. But, yeah, you find things you hadn't seen in a while. You find things and you're like, what? This is so old. Okay, it needs to go.
misunderstood. When all I have is gone for good, I hear you coming, I know you're with me, and I remember, yeah, I believe that you're never gonna leave me,
doing this, I was like, oh, I've got a lot of Ziplocs I didn't know about. And so I have one of those Ziploc things where it separates each size, but it's like just a paper one that I got at like Dollar Tree. And I'd love to have the one that's the bamboo one. I may order one of those from Amazon eventually. And because I cleaned out my pantry, now I know what I kind of need. Another thing while cleaning out my pantry that I feel like I need is some containers for my pastas. Because I have some, like I have a lot of the spaghetti, but then I have some of the other, and it's laying flat in there. And I think if it was in containers, it would take up actually less space, and it would be easier to find rather than having to dig through the little baskets. So those are two things on my mind that I really do need for my pantry. My cans, I'm going through my cans right now and looking at the dates, and I did end up throwing out probably about 3 cans or 4 cans that had, outdated dates on them, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know those were in there. So anyway, but now when I put back my cans, I have those canned plastic things that you can stack the cans on, and I feel like that's good for what I'm using it for, so I'm not going to order anything like that. But it really helped me to clean this out, to figure out, I'm glad I didn't order a bunch of stuff to organize with, and then I'm like, oh, what do I do with that? Because when I got finished, some of my organization pieces I didn't even need, and I'm like, oh, I would have rather have had this, or I really need this instead, kind of like that. So anyway, just remember that when you're starting a pantry thing like this, you maybe not order stuff until you at least figure it out, and it may take cleaning it out to figure it out, like it did me. So, and now I'm cleaning these are the little, I guess they're called risers that you put the cans on. They work very well for me. I got those at Ross, the plastic ones, years ago, and then the other one, I think I got that one at Dollar Tree one time a long time ago, and they all three work out very well. I think the Dollar Tree one is just fine. The other ones are a little tougher, and they have the skid resistant on it, and so yeah, I would say they're a little bit better quality because of that, those added extras. But the Dollar Tree one works fine too. So yeah.
Let our minds be caught up in a dream. Quiet voices in the night. Time is running out of sight. A lonely wind is passing by. Tries to carry all the whispers that it finds. The walls are listening when we talk, making echoes as we walk. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up place that only we can see. Hold my hand and hear the words I say. Close your eyes and let us fade away. Build a secret place for you and me. Let our minds be caught up in a dream. Standing underneath the lights, look into each other's eyes. There's no one left but you and me. It's like a made-up
written down the words to say. It is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind. Baby, you're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I plan, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. And all the things that you do. Sounds like a fool 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. Doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my pants. Now I'm all confused, turning gold into sand. Don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, 'cause when you touch my hand, it all goes away. The things I plan, the things I would say. Now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you.
I do not think I need to invest in any more Ziplocs for a while. I had a lot of them. The whole shelf was Ziplocs. That's ridiculous. So I was going to say something about the little lights. The last time I cleaned out my pantry really, really well, and I have a video on that, but I put those lights in there. They came from Dollar Tree, and they have magnets on the back so they can be moved around. And it just so happens I have those side pieces in my pantry that hold the shelves up. You put these little metal things in there. They're metal, and then you put metal pieces in there, and you can change your shelves to wherever you want them. And anyway, that's where I hang the lights, and they have to be turned on and off. So they're not the kind where you just open up the pantry and the lights come on. I would love to have some like that, and I don't think these are as bright as what I could have, and they'd probably be more helpful if I had more of them, but I just have one for each shelf, and it's worked out way better than not having them at all. But it would be nice if I had something that came on and off, or I don't know. I figured I could figure something out. But anyway, these were very inexpensive, and the batteries have lasted. That's been a while since I put them in there. And, you know, sometimes we don't even need to turn them on. It's so bright in this area. But then other times it's like I'm trying to find something and you just turn it on. So that being said, we probably don't use as much battery because of that. But anyway, they have worked out, and you can also hang them. You don't have to use the magnet. Now, this is a little drawer that I use for the little drink mixes, and the Built Bars are in there. Those are little snacks. It's a snack drawer. And I did not get a lot of snacks when I went to the store last time. And so it needs to be kind of filled back up, but we'll worry about that next time. But anyway, that's what that drawer was. And now I'm working on my plastic stuff. I have a container that's perfect for plastic forks, plastic knives, plastic spoons, whatever you have. And I'm separating all of them and actually combining some that I had in the laundry room. They were back there because they were like the gold ones. That I think I used these at Thanksgiving. They worked out perfectly for that. And so these are just the ones I had left over, because at Thanksgiving I wanted as much throwaway stuff as possible. And these match the dishes that we did wash the dishes, of course. It wasn't throwaway dishes, but I wanted, throwaway silverware. And now I'm down here with the Cokes. My son's Cokes and my husband's Cokes are down here. And like I said, we just stocked everything. So it's such a mess down here. and they're not really fitting. I think I bought more Sprites than I normally do, and so they're not really fitting in these baskets. And I'm trying to come up with some other system. I was thinking, should I buy some of those can plastic things that you put cans in, and when you pull one out, the other one comes down or whatever. I'm not sure, but I will think on that. But anyway, that kind of, when it was such a mess like this and I couldn't really do a whole lot about it, I thought about that. I wonder if that would make it more organized. But anyway, it looks better than it did.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capturing. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise.
After finishing my pantry, I was looking over here on this is where my coffee bar is, and I thought, you know what, I got some extra time, I'm going to go ahead and do this, especially if you're already in the mood to declutter. You might as well just get another area done if you have time. And so I decided to take everything out of here and declutter and clean it out, wash the curtain. Then my mom ironed it for me. And also I washed all the dishes that I put back in there, all the cups, because it's coffee cups that are in there. And it looks so much better, and now I can find everything. But this is another cabinet where I'm like, I think I could do better. That middle cabinet, you'll see when I put the stuff back in there, I put like the coffee and the coffee pods and all of that in there, and I'm thinking I could probably make that look a little bit better by having some containers that hold those things, but we'll see. So far I haven't purchased anything, but when I went to Amazon, I thought I could look and see if they have anything that I might like that would fit perfectly up there too. That's another thing. That's not a very big cabinet, but I just thought aesthetically it would be nice to have it, although you don't really see it when you're in the kitchen unless you open the curtain like I do. But it'd be, probably be better. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what I can find.
I think I'll let it be.
I saw the city passing by my window. Was in the crowd, but I felt so alone. Looked at my phone like every other second. My future was blurry and numb, a tunnel where there's no light. Oh, but then you came and sat right next to me. Your eyes, they glowed and filled me up. We had never met before that time, but I just knew that we'd end up. You took it, you took it, took away my loneliness. Oh, I know it, I know it. You're making me wholehearted. Together, together it's always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted. You're making me wholehearted. We jumped off the subway leading nowhere. Your warm hands rubbed off the cold around me. I heard you say that everything is alright, but how did you know how I felt? You saw right through me that day. I was lost in space, but you pulled me down and wiped away those cloudy thoughts. I could see the sky when you were close to me. I can't believe what remember it. How you turned everything around. I will always remember it. How you got me off the battleground. How you got me off the battleground. Yeah. You took it, you took it. Took away my loneliness, so I know it, I know it. You're making me wholehearted. Together, together is always better. I don't want to be parted. You're making me wholehearted.
Now I'm cleaning out this basket. This basket is full of tea, lots of tea. And my younger son used to drink a lot of tea, and so I had a lot of different varieties. And this stuff is really old, so I am throwing it out. If it's good, I'm keeping it, especially if it's one that I know that I would drink, like a decaf or something. But I went through this basket, and I ended up not needing this big, huge basket in the end. And I did declutter the basket, but I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to use it in another area. Now, the cups and stuff that I got rid of, they're going away. Or they might go in the... we're thinking about having a yard sale, so I keep saying that. We're thinking about having a yard sale. It's not like I never had a yard sale before. But it is really hard, not necessarily to have the yard sale, but it's really hard to store the items while you're waiting for the yard sale. And I've been storing items in my husband's office, and his office is starting to look like a yard sale itself. So all of this that I declared today that's going to go back there, it has to have a place, right? So it's very difficult to have a yard sale just because I don't have anywhere to put it. I wish I had room in my shed to just have like a yard sale corner, but I just don't. So, and we don't have a garage, and we don't have a carport. So, you just have to put it in your extra room, and that, bless his heart, he's having to look at that stuff. I'm glad he's not like me about stuff. I'm a little bit over the top about having junk laying everywhere, and he's just like doesn't even notice it half the time. So luckily he's like that, because I do not want it in my room. I don't mind having it in his office where I can't see it, but I don't want it in any of the other rooms of the house. So anyway, hopefully we'll be able to have it soon, now that the weather is getting a little cooler. But normally I might not have a yard sale till like September, so we're getting closer.
yours to keep. What you give is what you get. I don't care to start a fight. I don't want you to say how it feels so alone, but I don't care what you do. It's up to me to say I'm sorry. It's easy to try. I can change my heart away, change my mind, it's still the same. I feel it in my heart, we're falling from the stars. We're going on and on. It's so predictable. I can't believe that I'm still running. It's all the same to you. When I feel that I start falling, I stick around, and I won't be sorry.
And these are the cups that I decluttered. Those were the ones that will probably go in the yard sale. I think those will sell for really easy because they're matchy-matchy.
I can change my heart away, change my mind.
Well, that's it for today. I'm so glad I got some things decluttered and organized. My pantry, it was driving me crazy. I couldn't get to anything. And by the way, when I went to get a Ziploc bag today, I was like, it's so nice to have it on that shelf. Moving things around on the shelf just made a huge difference too, even though, you know, it may not be Pinterest worthy. It's still organized and cleaned out. And then, of course, my cabinets above my coffee maker, where all the coffee cups and stuff are and all the coffee is, that made a huge difference also. Just decluttering the thing. I mean, why am I keeping them? I'm not using them. So I don't want to make that mistake. You know, when my dad passed 2 years ago, we cleaned out my mom and dad's house. My mom was not attached to anything hardly because she has dementia and she just doesn't have the memories from the pieces. So it made it so much easier for us to clean out. But we had the memories and we were like, are we going to really use this if we take it home? Is this going to mean something to us? Are we going to give it as gifts? Or, you know, I had to think really hard before I took things. We did sell a lot, but I did take precious items that my dad had made, and I have given to many of my friends pieces of the wood that he had made. I think I still have some more that I meant to give to some other friends, but anyway, I wanted it to be something really special. So, that being said, don't keep items in your home if you're not going to use them, and unless they mean something to you, or, you know, maybe even, like, I have some things of my grandmother that mean something to me, but I also don't need them. So, I may be using those as part of wedding gifts from now on. Not the wedding gift, but, you know, to put it in there with it, because it's something that somebody could use. And yeah, it's special to me, but it's going to be more special to the person that's using it. So anyway, that I just kind of threw that out there because sometimes you keep a lot of things. You're like, oh, I've got room for that. My parents had a very large home that we sold, and they had plenty of spaces to hide things. My mom's house did not look like she had anything in it until we pulled the stuff out. When we pulled the stuff out, it was atrocious how much stuff that they had. I was like, okay, yeah, they've been married 60 years, but like, oh my goodness. So anyway, that being said, you know, that is how we should clean. We should look at it. Are we going to use it? What does it mean to us? Would it mean that much more to someone else? Or is it just pure junk and we don't need it? So anyway, That's what I was trying to do. And I feel like even though I did not declutter a million things, I decluttered enough where my cabinets are very neat and tidy. So just remember that when you're cleaning out. And also, thank you to everyone that comes and views my channel. All my friends out there, I just appreciate you so much. And making your comments, I just appreciate that. I have had the sweetest friend comments. I mean, I I can't ask for more. So thank you so much to you and all of you that come and watch my channel and spend your time to watch me. So anyway, that's it for today for Cindy's Little House, and I hope you'll come back. And if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. I do many things around my house. It's all about my house, outside, inside, all around. So thanks for coming.